Hi there, Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. Welcoming you to my YouTube channel. Man, has this thing grown. Incredible. Today's topic is a good one. What is the purpose of reverse engineering annuity quotes? You're saying, reverse engineer, Stan, you don't look like an engineer, you don't act like an engineer. I'm not an engineer. My wife said the other day, I don't know where we were, but she goes, one of the worst jobs ever for you would be an engineer. Oh, I know, we were at the Hoover Dam, and we were at the Hoover Dam. She's like, I guess she was thankful that I didn't have any part of building that, which makes sense. But we're gonna talk about reverse engineering annuity quotes. Now, the background to that, and on my site at theannuityman.com, we have the best calculators on the planet, and you can run lifetime income quotes reverse engineering for them, meaning solving for a specific number. The reason that that's important is that my take on annuities is you use as little amount of money as humanly possible to solve for the contractual goal. I know what you're saying. The annuity gods are looking down upon me going, Stan, get all the money possible, take it all, take it all. No, you use as little amount of money as humanly possible to solve for the goal. That's what reverse engineering quotes are all about. But I can't get into that until I hear music. Let's talk about reverse engineering annuity quotes for lifetime income. Yes, you can do period certain type income quotes with deferred income annuities. That's not what we're talking about today. If you want to do all those fancy things and you're the unicorn out there, go to my site at theannuityman.com and hit book a call, schedule a call. You'll get a very smart person. That would be not me. There's like this scant chance you get me on the phone, which I always tell people, you either won the lottery or you lost it. I guess we'll find that out after the call. But the point is on reverse engineering the quotes. We're looking for lifetime income. And remember that annuities, plural, the only strategy on the planet that solves for lifetime income as long as you are breathing. Okay, there's no ROI until you die. People love that. They're like, well, what's the return on that, Stan? I can do better in a mutual fund. Of course you can, Chester, because it's a mutual fund. That's apples and oranges. But if you live to 150, wouldn't that lifetime income stream be good? I mean, no one ever asks, what's the return on investment on Social Security? It's a pension, it's a lifetime income. We're talking about pensions and lifetime income, okay? Now, there's 4 ways to solve for lifetime income. You can go to my site and again, run these quotes 24/7, 365. No one's gonna call you and pester you and bug you and show up at your doorstep and all that stuff. You get to run them at your leisure, and you can either do lump sum or reverse engineer. The 4 types are single premium immediate annuities, deferred income annuities, qualified longevity annuity contracts, and income riders attached to either variable or index. We don't sell variable, and we ignore the index annuities when we're looking at income riders because those are the contractual guarantees, and you own an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. And the will do are the contractual guarantees of the policy. Now, going backwards a little bit because this is foundational, I always ask, and my team always asks 2 questions. What do you want the money to contractually do? And when do you want those contractual guarantees to start? If you say, let's just say your first answer is lifetime income. So we're talking about reverse engineering lifetime income quotes. Lifetime income is the first answer. The second answer determines the product type. So if you say, okay, Stan, I want lifetime income, but I need it to start within a year, 30 days to within a year, we're going to reverse engineer the quote for single premium immediate annuities. If it's past a year, it could be deferred income annuities, qualified longevity annuity contracts if you're using IRA or qualified money, or income riders. Now, example, you say, you know what, Stan? Income floor. Income floor to me means all the money that's hitting your account every single month. That's Social Security, that's a pension if you're so fortunate. By the way, spoiler alert, if you have a pension, that's an annuity. You know, dividend income, rental income, whatever's hitting that bank account, you might have a gap. Let's just say you have $4,500 coming in from Social Security, rental income, dividend stocks. You say, you know what? We really need an extra 1,000. If we have an extra 1,000, then we're gonna live very well. I don't have to disrupt my investments. The money's gonna be hitting the bank account. Well, you can go into our site, reverse engineer the quote, put in $1,000 per month that you want to get, and then the quotes, which are fantastic, and I paid a lot of money for this, and my wife's like, why do we pay all that money? And this is the reason. So that you can go in, run the quote, and then all carriers are gonna bid on your business, and you're gonna see the least amount of contractual money it will take to create that $1,000 per month. So we're using as little amount of money as possible to create and solve for that contractual goal. Now you're saying, wait a minute, Stan, what about inflation? Listen, if you want to solve for inflation, you're just going to have to come up with more money because the annuity companies don't give that away. I'll do a visual. Let's just say you needed $1,000 a month and it cost, I'm pulling this out of the air, so don't write it down, $400,000 to create that $1,000 a month joint lifetime income with cash refund. I'm pulling that out of the midair. There's 40 ways to structure it. If you say, Dan, I want it to increase with inflation, then we're going to have to come up with probably a lot more, let's say 100,000 more, to make up for that. Just remember this. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. And annuity companies are for-profit businesses, okay? So they're not going to give anything away. So when you reverse engineer the quote, my opinion, solve for that income gap. You're still yelling at me. Stop. You're saying, well, you still haven't talked about inflation. How we do inflation? Here's how we do inflation, Chester. So we solve for the 1,000, right? Right? We solve for it, okay? And 4 years from now, you call me up and you say, Dan, I need another $575 because the inflation, the gap, and me and the missus are taking the cruises. Fine. What do? You're right. We go back into the quotes and the calculators, and we solve for that 575. You see? You don't throw darts at inflation. You solve for inflation right now. You don't say, well, I think in the future we're going to need X. No, solve it right now. If you want to solve it right now, then we buy an immediate annuity solving for that specific amount, reverse engineer the quote. 4 years from now, Stan, we need $575 more. Single premium immediate annuity, reverse engineer quotes, solving for that contractually. Not hypotheticals and theoreticals. That's what sets us apart. Our whole saying is will do, not might do. You own an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. Unfortunately, in our business, everyone's talked about hypotheticals, theoreticals, and back-tested nonsense. These are contracts. We're buying them for the contractual guarantees of the policy. And I love the fact that we are offering reverse engineer quotes so that you don't have to use all the money for annuities. And in fact, you should not. The annuity industry suggests that you use 50% of your investable assets. That does not include your home, your car, your guitar, and all that stuff. Investable assets. But it doesn't matter because we're always looking to use as little amount of money as humanly possible to solve for the goal. And that's what reverse engineering is all about. Just remember, when you're looking at lifetime income, these companies are looking at your life expectancy, or if it's joint life expectancies, interest rates play a secondary role. I'll repeat it again. Interest rates play a secondary role. Let me say it one more time. Interest rates play a secondary role for lifetime income. It's life expectancy. Now, for your curmudgeons out there going, that's not true. Prove it. Here's how I'll prove it. Social Security, which payment is higher when you turn it on at 70 or if you turn it on at 65? Correct, 70. Why? Because you're older. Why? Because there's less projected payments, which means there's fewer payments, which means those payments will be higher. Same thing with the annuities world, because why? Social Security is an annuity. It's the same thing. Okay, it's life expectancy based. So if you get mad at the quote, I had a guy the other day, you go, I really didn't like that quote, it was low. You're young. Get mad at yourself for being young. Okay, these companies are filling tranches of age ranges when they bid on your business, and they're commoditized quotes. What does that mean? That means we shop all carriers for the highest contractual guarantee for your specific situation. And 1 week it might be XYZ company, the other week it might not be XYZ company because they filled in that gap for you. I did that all in one breath, which is pretty impressive. And it's early in the morning when I'm taping this, and I'm not telling you where. It's at some secret location, because if I told you that, everyone would be here, and it'd be chaos. So reverse engineering quotes. That's the way you do it. You can do it on my site at theannuityman.com, and we will show you those quotes 24/7, 365. No one's going to call you, show up at your door, bug you, etc. Do me one favor, in addition to going to theannuityman.com, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time on Stan the Annuity Man YouTube video.